All right, so first we're going to read in the English. We're going to read in Hebrew first, and then follow up, we're going to read in English. Now, part of this class is for us to practice and brush up on our Hebrew. So I do encourage everybody to practice this while home. It will show in class, right?
Right.
Go ahead, turn to first Samuel chapter 2. All right. Now, I'll also give you an option. You want to try it in the Hebrew, or you want to read in English? You want to try in the Hebrew? All right. So we're going to try. Sorry, Christ. We're going to try in the Hebrew first. Can you pronounce these words? I got you. For now, you need to practice. So, and it's very important for this class. We're not going to be able to have it consistently if we don't practice for ourselves, right? The whole point is to get better. So I'm gonna do it in the Hebrew, and the brother will follow up in the English afterwards. We'll read 7 verses each, right? We'll go around. We'll read 7 verses each. This way, it's not too much on one person. All right. I'll start off. 1 Samuel chapter 2. We're gonna start on verse 1. Watata palau kanaha wata ya mara shala taza la baya waha ramaha haranaya baya waha rakar haya shala awa hara tazaya shamka taya baya shawa ya taza. Verse 2. Ayan hadawa sha tazya hawa tazya ayan balataza waha wayan tazawa talaha yana. Verse 3. Alat ra baya tadaba raya gabaha yatazaya shaita. So everybody put your phones on mute so I can put that.
Come on.
Right. Mapayatam Taya I'll Da Shawat Yahweh Wala Wata Nai Shaila Wata. Verse 4. Pasha Gabar Yum Katayum Wa Not Shai La Yum Rawa Kayal, verse 5. Shai Basha Yum Bailuk Come Washa Rai Wabshai, so like Wabshai Bayum Kadalaya Shida Shaipa Raha Yala Daha Shaibai Sham Wa Rab Ta Banayam Malala, verse 6. Yahweh Mama Yat Wam Ka Yaha Mawara Yad Shai Ya Wala Wa Ya Shai La, verse 7. Yahweh Mara Yashai Wa Mashai Wa Yara My Wa Pa Ya La Ah Ma Rawa Mama. That's 7 verses. So now we're going to read what we just read in the Hebrew in the English. Go ahead. Hold down.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 1. And Hannah prayed and said, my heart rejoiceth in the Lord. Mine horn is exalted in the Lord. My mouth is enlarged over my enemies, because I rejoice in thy salvation. There is none holy as the Lord, for there is none beside thee. Neither is there any rock like our God. Talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth, for the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. The bows of the mighty men are broken, and they that stumbled are girded with strength.
So this is a sister rejoicing over a success that the Lord has given her in the nation of Israel, right? And this is, it's important to understand, and it's also interesting to hear when sisters are praising the Lord in the Bible, because you get a different feel than so-called Christians today. It's completely different. She's blessing the Lord for destroying her enemies.
Right.
Which in the Christian church is unheard of.
Right.
The Christian church, you pray to hug the enemies when the enemies want to kill you and your children.
Right.
Understand? Go ahead. That would call the verse here and keep reading.
Okay. Verse 5. They that were full have hired out themselves for bread, and they that were hungry ceased, so that the barren hath borne 7, and she that hath many children is waxed feeble. Verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
That's something that the world does not understand today. Read that part again. The Lord killeth.
The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
So any death you hear happening, nothing happens but the Lord's authorization. He killeth and he maketh alive. So that's why our job is to fear the Lord. Because if you fear the coronavirus instead of the Lord, then you're going to bow to the coronavirus. But if you fear the Lord, then you only bow to the Lord. You understand that? Go ahead.
Right.
He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. He raiseth up the poor. Verse 8.
All right, we stop at verse 7. All right. So the men up here, Amajim. Everybody's Bro, you want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Amajim. You stand. You're gonna stand right here, and you're gonna present yourself. Right. So you're gonna stand in the Amajim Shabbat, which is this position here, both hands behind you, and you're gonna present yourself. You're gonna say your name, Bun, your tribe. What's your nationality?
I'm black.
Black. So you're gonna say, what's your name?
Matthew.
Okay, Matthew. Repeat after me. Matthew.
Matthew.
Bun Yahawada.
Bun Yahawada.
Bun Yashala.
Bun Yashala.
Right, just a minute up here. Matthew.
Matthew.
Bun Yahawada.
Bun Yahawada.
Bun Yashala.
Bun Yashala.
Right. Step back aside. Step down, and the brother's gonna come up.
So like, he had to come to Amajim.
Oh, Salaki. Amajim. Barak. Salaki. Yahweh.
Barak.
Oh, say, repeat after me. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahasham.
Hashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Barakatham.
Barakatham.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Every time. Go ahead.
No, you come on. I don't worry himself.
Go on. Step down. All right, you come up through this way, brother. Shabia, which means have a seat in Hebrew. Learn these words, just Shabia. To sit down, right? We're going to continue from verse 7 to 14. I'll read it in the Hebrew. And once I read it, then you're going to repeat what I read just in the English.
Okay. Shall I be with it?
1 Samuel chapter 2, we're going to be at verse 8. Verse 8. Mapayam, Mashapara, Dalam Yashapat, Yara Yam, Abayan, La Hawasha Yara, Sham, Nadaya Raham, Wat Ta Taba Wat Wad Yan Kalam Aya Laha Wa Ha Mataza Ha Ya Arataza Wayashat Shala Yaham Tarala. Verse 9. Ra Ga Laya Kata Ya Dawa Yasha Mara Wa Rasha Yam Bukshat Yadamaya Taya Laya Bak Yagabar Ayasha. Verse 10. Yahweh Yakatawa Marayaba, Shilawa, Bawa Mayam, Yarusha Sham, Yahweh, Yadayan, Apa Tazar, Apatayar, Abatazar, Bayatan, Shai, Lama la ya lama taba Wayaram Paran Masha ya Mashaya Mashai Kawa Wayala Al Apanaha Haram Taha Ila Bayatawa Wahana Yabra Haya Washarat Aita Yahweh Aita Pana Yalaha Yahweh. Verse 12. Wa banaya I laha banyaha banaya bala ya shaila la yada shaiwa atta Yahweh. Verse 13. Why ma sha pata hata ha nayam ata ha shama kala a yashai I baka wa baya nashara Yahweh tabawala ha bashara waham I laga sha lawa hasha na yam baya dawa. Verse 14 is final one. Yahweh baya ya ra awa bada wada aya I wa by pa lakada I wa by pa ra wa ra tala I shara yasha laha hama I laga yapaka ha hata hai na Bawa. Tataha. Yasha. Yahai Shawa. La La. Aishara Allah. Haba Yam. Shayam. Basha Laha. That's verse 14. So we're going to read what we just read in the Hebrew, now in the English. That's chapter 2, verse 14.
Okay. So read from 8 to
Verse
14.
8 to 14. So go on.
He raiseth up the poor out of the dust,
This is still a sister singing this praise, right, to the Lord. Go ahead.
and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory.
So this you have to understand. This scripture here is very important to understand when you see poor people. It's the Lord who could raise them up.
Right.
Understand? It's not no government assistance or stimulus checks that's going to take us out of the condition that black people are in today.
Right.
Understand? The Lord's the only one who could do it. And he raised them up and puts them amongst who? Read that last part again.
To set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory.
That's what is the goal for the Lord has for these poor people that you see today. Right? Go ahead.
For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he hath set the world upon them. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. The adversaries of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. The Lord shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength to his king, and exalt the horn of his anointed.
Right.
And Elkanah went to Ramah.
What verse you in?
11.
Go ahead.
And Elkanah went to Ramah to his house, and the child did minister unto the Lord before Eli the priest. Now the son of Eli were sons of Belial. They knew not the Lord. The priest's custom with the people was that when any man offered sacrifice, the priest's servant came, while the flesh was in seething, with a flesh hook of 3 teeth in his hand. And he struck it into the pan, or kettle, or cauldron, or pot. All that the flesh hook brought up, the priest took for himself.
Right. Verse 1.
14.
All right.
So they did in SHALAM unto the Israelites that came thither.
That's it. That's it. Right. So I imagine you're gonna stand. All 3 of us. Quash. Present yourself. Okay, don't go right here.
If he wants to come.
You want to come on?
Sure.
Try?
Yes.
Please. Then right there, you're gonna present yourself. You're gonna first go in the position of Amajim, which you're gonna not second. This second. Right? So you're gonna put your hand behind you, and you're gonna present your registry. So you're gonna say your name, what's your nationality? Salak.
You take cover
Oh,
your head.
Salak.
Okay.
Yeah. Tawak. Cover your head and also make sure all sisters' heads are covered. Perfect. All right. Where you from?
I'm from here.
What's your tribe? You know which tribe?
No.
You can call it Judah.
Judah? Okay. What's your name?
Omar.
Omar. So you're gonna say Omar,
Omar.
Bon Yahawada,
Ban Yahada.
Bon Yashala.
Ban Yashada.
So Omar, son of Judah, son of Israel.
Yes.
Right? So you're gonna say it one more time and then we're gonna repeat it. Omar,
Omar.
Bon Yahawada,
Ban Yahada.
Bon Yashala.
Ban Yarasha.
Omar Bon Yahawada Bon Yashala.
Put your hand over your chest. Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Bahasham,
Hayasham.
Yahweh Shai,
Yahasha.
Barakatam.
Barakatam.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatam.
You can step down to this way. Be careful, of course. We're gonna come around this way. Come on, right here. Shabbat. Right, so now we're going to read the next 7 verses. We're going to go from 15 to 21. I'll go ahead and read it in the Hebrew first. And then we'll get a chance to read it in the English for us. Gama Bata Ram Yapata Rawan Ata Hakalan Hakalab Wa Ba'a Nashara Hasa Han Wa'amara La'a Yasha Raka Tanaha Bashara Lataza La Wada Lataza La Sahan Wa La'a Yapuk Mamasa Bashara Ma Bashala Saya Ama Kaya Wa Mara Alaya Wa Yo Shai Tara Pata Rayan Sayawam Laba Wa Lasa Sha Waha Napa Shasa Wa Amara Lawa Saya Shaitaha Tatan Wa Ama La'a Lapaha Kaya Ba Kaya Paha 17 Watahaya Kataya Ha Nasha Rayam Gaba Wallah Mayat Ayat Panaya Yahweh Saya Yatazawa Nasha Yam Ayat Nakat Yahweh. 18. Wa Washam wa Yalla Masharat Ayat Hanaya Yahweh. Nashara Karayava Apa Wad Bada. 19. Ram Shayala Patana Tashai Taisha Lawa Ima Wa Waha Wahashai Lataha Lawa Mayam Yama Yamaha Pasha Lawa Taha Ayat Ayashaha Ya Ata I.S.U.P.K Hayam Wa Barasa Yalla Ya Ayat Alapa Yaha Wayat Ashadawa Wa Amara Yasham Yahweh Nasa Rashai Mayan Shaha Shata the cut Laha Ashara Sha'ala La Haya Wahala Saya Lam Maya. Verse 21. Saya Patad Yahweh Aita Kanaha Wa Tahara Watala Da Shaila Shaha Banyam Washataha Banya Wata Waya Gadala Hana Shara Shamwa Yala Ima Yahweh. So that's verse 21. So now we're going to read what we just read in the Hebrew. We're going to now read in English. Go ahead, brother.
Also, before they burnt the fat, the priest's servants came and said to the man that sacrificed, "Give flesh to roast for the priest, for he will not have sodden flesh of thee, but raw. And if any man said unto him, Let them not fail to burn the fat presently, and then take as much as the soul desireth. Then he would answer him, Nay, but thou shalt give it me now, and if not, I will take it by force. Wherefore the sin of the young men was very great before the Lord, for men abhorred the offerings of the Lord.
Mhm.
But Samuel ministered before the Lord, being a child, girded with a linen ephod.
That's very important to understand. Samuel did not wait till he got older. Like you hear a lot of people say, I want to live life first before I serve the Lord. Not Samuel. Samuel, from the time he was a child, he dedicated his life. His family had dedicated him to the Lord. Right? Go ahead.
Moreover, his mother made him a little coat and brought it to him from year to year, when she came up with her husband to offer the yearly sacrifice. And Eli blessed Elkanah and his wife, and said, The Lord give thee seed of this woman for the loan which is lent to the Lord. And they went unto their own home. And the Lord visited Hannah, so that she conceived and bare 3 sons and 2 daughters. And the child Samuel grew before the Lord.
That's it right there. Right. Go on. Imagine. Quash, present yourself.
Kwasha, Banya Howda, Banya Shala.
Kwasha,
Banya Howda, Banya Shala. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Step back. Let's be careful. Don't take your time. Quash, don't come up. Shabia, you gonna take a shot at the Hebrew? You should be good. You just came off the test, right? You're going from where? 21? No, 22. Salaki. 22 to 28. All right? You're gonna read in the Hebrew, and I'm gonna read it in the English.
22. Ya'ilawah. Iquan. Ma'ada. Yashamai. Yashamyai. Shalasha'a. Banayam. Washaitha'a. Banwatha. Wa'aigadal. Hayan Ira. Shayam wa Allah. Ima, Yahweh. Verse 22. Wa'ila ya. Shaquan. Ma'ada. Washimai. Atha. Kala. Yashar. Ashar. Ya'isha 1. Banyawa. Lakala. Yashar Allah. Wa'atha. Ashar. Yashatha Bawan, Atha, Yanasham, Hadizabah, Awatha, Pathak, Ihala, Mawa'ida, verse 23. Waya'amar, Lahama, Lamaha, Tha'aishawan, Kadabar, Yam, Ha'ala'a, Ashar, Anakaya, Shammai, Atha, Thabarya, Kam, Ra'ayam, Ma'atha, Kala, Hayam, Ilaya, verse 24. Allah, Banaya, Kaya, Lawa'a, Tawabaya, Tawabha, Haishanaha, Ashar, Anataya, Shamai, Ma'ibarayan, at the end of verse 24. I am Yahweh, verse 25. Ama, Yakata'a, Awasha, La'awasha, Wapa, Lalawa, Alawaha Yam, Wa'ama, La Yahawaya, Hakata'a, Awasha, Maya, Yathapa Lala, Lawa, Yala'a, Yashamai wa, Laquaya la, Abaya wam, Kaya, Kapatazah, Yahweh, Lahanyatham, verse 26. Wahan Ira, Shemai Wa'ala, Yalak, Palakta, Wagadala, Wa'ata Wab, Gama, Ima, Yahweh, Wagam, Ima, Shawam, verse 27. Wayaba'a, Ayasha, Alawayam, Allah, Ilaya, Wa'ayamar, Yalawa, Alawaya, Kaha, Imar, Yahweh, Wahain Gala, Nagala Yatha, Allah, Bayath, Abayak, Bawan, Bahaya Watham, Bayan Tahazar, Yam, Labawatha, Paraiwa, verse 28. Wabakar, Ithawa, Maitala, Shabbataya, Yeshar'ila, Laya, Latawan, Latahan, La'ila Lotha, Ila, Ma'ibakaya, Lahakwathya, Quathayar, Tha, Lasha'atha, Yapawada, Lapayanya, Wa'athana, Labayatha, Abayat, Atha, Kala, Yashar, Banya, Yasharala.
Give him a hand.
That's
Give him a hand. All take practice, and gonna get better, right? And the goal is to get better, because this is, for those who don't know, this is your native tongue.
Right.
You understand? There are some tongue twisters in there because you've been speaking a foreign language for so long since you were a child. Like looks like an alien language. If you look at this at the sheet, you'll get dizzy, right? But this is your native tongue. You understand? That was robbed of you, and we're here to claim it back, right?
That's right.
So now we're gonna go ahead. You're gonna go ahead and read the same thing in the English. Nice and loud, brother.
Sorry, 21.
You got 22.
22. 1 Samuel 2:22. Now Eli was very old and heard all that his sons did unto Israel, and how they lay with the women that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
So Eli was the prophet of the Lord and the head priest at the time, right? So he heard some bad news about his sons who were under him, and they also served in the temple. Go ahead.
Verse 23. And he said unto them, Why do ye such things? And I hear of all of your evil dealings by all this people. Verse 24. Nay, my sons, for it is not good report I hear. You make the Lord's names to transgress. Verse 25. If one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against the Lord, who shall entreat for him? Notwithstanding, they hearken not unto the voice of their father.
So this is Eli checking them. But Eli is speaking to them as in he's pleading with them, but he's not really correcting them. And that's a very dangerous thing to for fathers, because when you're dealing with your sons and you see them doing something they shouldn't be doing, you need to fix it. Before the Lord steps in and fix it. So the Lord gives you a chance to fix it first before He steps in. Right. And you don't want Him to step in because you want to show that you are a man of your house and you are His representative in the house. Right. You understand? Go ahead.
Because the Lord will slay them. Verse 20.
Read that part again.
Khan.
Got it.
Verse 25. If one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against the Lord, who shall entreat for him? Notwithstanding, they hearken not unto the voice of their father, because the Lord would slay them.
They would not listen to their father. You understand? They would not pay attention to what he's saying because he was not enforcing it. You understand? There's a difference. You could warn them all you want. Don't deal drugs. Don't do this. Don't sleep with whores. When the penalty comes, it's too late. When that sexually transmitted disease comes, it's too late. When the police shoots young black men in the streets, it's too late now. Right. And all you can do is cry. And you should have stopped them. You understand? You should have shown more authority in that household. Go ahead.
Verse 26. And the child Samuel grew on and was in favor both with the Lord and also with men.
After they're slain, those who were doing the Lord's will, the young man, Samuel, he's been serving the Lord since he was a child. He continues. And that's something very important to understand. The Lord doesn't need any of us, but the righteous will continue and the wicked will just be cut off. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 27. And there came a man of God unto Eli and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, did I plainly appear unto the house of thy father when they were in Egypt in Pharaoh's house? Verse 28. And did I choose him out of all the tribes of Israel to be my priest, to offer upon my altar?
So this is the prophet of the Lord who came to that father now who didn't correct the children. So he's about to get his checking now. Go ahead.
To burn incense, to wear an ephod before me. And did I give unto the house of thy father all the offerings made by fire of the children of Israel?
Go ahead. That was 28. All right. Right. We're gonna imagine. We're gonna move quickly. I was gonna bring up the next brother. Barak, you stay on Shema. You gonna go? Oh, twice, sir. All right. Barak, go ahead. Present yourself.
Barak ban Yahweh ban Yashala.
Barak ban Yahweh ban Yashala.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatham.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatham. See? You want to take a shot at Hebrew?
You can take a shot. Work with it, brother.
Yeah. All right. Looks like
I'll take a shot. You want to have something like
you good. You good. I'm good. We're gonna be at we finish. We're at 28. You have to do quick questions after class. Are you comfortable doing it?
I'm comfortable, but I just want mine.
Go ahead. We're gonna go straight to verse 29.
Lamaha. Thaba I Tawa. Ba'ai Ka Ya. Waba Ma Na Ka Thaya. Ashar Taza wa Ya the Ya Ma'ai Wana what the that's the one I had to question. That right there. So okay, that's the son. Kaluka. Salaki. What the sa Bada Atha Ba Na Bana Ya Sa Mamana ya laha ba ra la ba ra ya asama mara a shayatha sa mana katha verse 30 lasana na ya Salaki Naama Yahweh Alahaya Yasha Allah I'm a ra I'm a rathaya Bayathasa Wabayatha Abayasa Yama Yasha Ra Yasha Allah La'ai Maya verse Salaki right here. God Salaki Yatha ha la sawa la pa na ya I wa lama wa I taha naama Yahweh Salaki Yahweh Kala Yala La Ya Saya Masa Ya Masa Ba Da Ya Asa Bada Wa Ba I Ya Yata Salaki Yaka La Wa verse 31. Okay, verse 31. Hana ha Yamayim Yama Waga da I Shaya Thaya I, I-S-U-P, Wa-Tha, I-Ra-I, Bayath, Abba-Ya-Sa, Mahaya-Wath, Ikana, Baba, Yathas. Verse 32. Waha ba to Tazara, Ma'ai wa na, Basala, Ashar, Yaya, Yayata, Yaba, Athath, Yashara Allah, Wala. Yahweh, Yaha, Ikana, Zakana, Zakwana, Zakwan, Baba, Baka, Thasai, Bakayatha, Salakia, I love, Salah, Hayama, Hayam, Salakia. Verse 33. Wa'ayash, La'a, Asarayath, Lasa, Laka, that's a cute. Laka, Ma'aim, Maza, Ma'a, Mawa, Mawabakaya, Lakala, Watha, Mazabakaya, Ath, Ayana, Yanak, Wala the Yabab, Wada Alayab, Wala Adaya, Ya, Napa, Napashka, Wakol. Morabiath. Bayathka. What? Anasha. Yum. Anasha Yum. Verse 34. What? Wazaha. Laka. Ha'awa. Ashar. Yaba'a. Allah. Shanya. Baya Banayak. Allah. Al. Kapa Naya. Kapanya. Maraba Yath. Bayathka.
Verse 34.
At the end of verse 34.
End of 34.
The last word.
Go ahead. Go ahead. So,
What you at, 33 or 34?
Just the end.
33, he's about to go into 34.
Oh, Salaki, I think
No, he started at 34.
You
Skipped, yeah.
That's right.
Mr. Spot. Yeah,
It was
35.
Wait, start from 33 again.
33.
You went to 34 yet?
Khan, I did.
All right, start at 34 again.
34. Khan. What I
What's up?
was a ha laka ha wa ashar
Right.
yaba'a al Shania. Salaki. Shania. Banaya. Banayak. Al. Kapanaya. Wapa na Salaki. Wapa ya na come. Wapa yana come. Baya wait. What Baya one. Akada Akad. Ma Yum. Yeah, okay, come. Yama Wathma. Wa. Salah. Yamawathwa. Shana Yahama. Shanyaham. Verse 35. Wahakwa Yamathya Laya Kahana Kahan
Priest. Kahan. Priest.
Kahan Kahan Na Yaha Mana
Naaman.
Naaman Naaman Kaasha Bala Baba Ya Wabana Waba na Pasha Ya Waba na Pasha Ya I Shaha Waba na Ya Waba na Ya Yanathia Lawa Bayath Naamna Naaman Wahath ha la Kwa Ka Lapanaya Lapanya
Until you're ready.
Masha ya Masha Kayaya Masha Yak ya Kala Ka Hat Haya Hayum Yum.
That's 7.
That
That's
was
7. Sign price. We have one more first row.
I'm going to read in English, brother.
Oh, slot. Okay,
Read
great.
in English, sir.
No, go 29. You want to start 29, you're going to go to
26.
35. And then 36 will be the final one. Slot. 29, you got it.
29, 35. Nice one, Lord, right?
The book of First Samuel. The book of First Samuel.
This part here is where the priest, the prophet of the Lord was sent to his priest to check him for over what his sons did, right? And he didn't correct him. Go ahead.
The book of First Samuel, chapter 2, verse 29. Wherefore kick ye at my sacrifice and at my offering, which I have commanded in my habitation, and honorest thy sons above me.
What?
And honorest thy sons above me.
This is a very heavy point. The Lord is asking this priest, why did you honor your sons above me in their wickedness? So you was too afraid to check them correctly. Therefore you chose them over me. That's basically what he's telling him here. Go ahead.
To make yourselves fat with the chiefest of all the offerings of Israel, my people.
Go ahead. And this is a cut also for the Christian pastors. They make themselves fat with all the tithes that are coming in.
That's right.
But when the people need them, they don't know where to be found.
That's
you
right.
Understand? Go ahead.
If I could, like everybody was looking forward to the money from Trump, right? The $1,200, the $500. Like your preacher is supposed to give you that first.
Right.
That's what you have that 501c3 for.
Right.
To collect that money. And when we in need, they come to our rescue. Right. But they take from us, they fleece us like sheep. It's like how you take a sheep and you take the wool and you put it on, you make a coat to keep yourself warm.
Right.
When the sheep need food, you ain't feeding the sheep.
Right.
And that's what they're doing. So the Lord is chastising them for it.
Right.
And all our preachers, they literally did that. Jesse Jackson, his son went to jail for doing what? Stealing money in Detroit.
Right.
Martin Luther King, all his family just stealing money, getting money from Trump and doing nothing for black people.
Right.
So we have to wait on our oppressor, the same man who called NFL players sons of bitches,
Right.
Right.
same man who called Mexicans rapists and drug dealers. Now we have to wait on him to give us money.
Right.
And our preachers should be doing that.
Right.
The Lord is going to judge them next. You keep watching.
Come
Go
on.
ahead.
God, verse 30. Wherefore the Lord God of Israel saith, I said indeed that thy house and the house of thy father should walk before me forever. But now the Lord saith, be it far from me. For them that honor me, I will honor.
That's right.
And they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed. Verse 31. Behold, the days come that I will cut off thine arm and the arm of thy father's house, that there shall not be an old man in thy house. Verse
This is
32.
the judgment the Lord is now giving him
Right.
for what his sons did, and he would not check them. So this is very important again for fathers and mothers, anybody in the house or over children who would be afraid to check their children, because and when I say check the children, I'll give you an example. Very popular terms, like you do something that you're not supposed to be doing, and you say what? It's for the children. You understand?
It's on the ground.
Why do you celebrate Christmas? It's for the children. Why do
Right.
you celebrate Halloween? It's for the children.
Right.
That's honoring your children over the Lord.
Right.
Right? And this is the sentence. Go ahead.
Verse 32.
And if I could, not just when they do an evil. Sometimes you could prefer your own family because they're good.
Right.
They're doing well and you're so proud about them. You now focused on your own wife, your husband, your children, your parents, instead of doing the will of the Lord.
Right.
Remember, the Lord said, I'm a jealous God. He's telling you that.
Right.
So you don't find out the hard way. He said, I'm a jealous God. Remember what he did to Ezekiel? Ezekiel's wife wasn't sinning, but Ezekiel loved his wife so much, Ezekiel would not go on the street and teach. And what did the Lord do?
He killed his wife, sir.
He killed his wife and then told him what?
Still go out and preach.
He told him, you ain't getting to mourn.
Right.
He said, you don't get to mourn. I'm killing her tonight, tomorrow. Tie a meat tree on your head, lace your sandals up, get that book, and go start teaching.
Damn right.
And it took that for Ezekiel to get in order.
Right.
So it's both sides. It's correcting your family, correcting those who are under you.
Right.
But at the same time, you cannot love anybody more than the Lord.
That's right.
He is a jealous God. He's
Right.
telling you he's jealous.
Damn right.
You start playing with him, he's going to show you what he's going to do.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
God, verse 33. And the man of thine, whom I shall not cut off from mine altar, shall be to consume thine eyes, and to grieve thine heart. And all the increase of thine house shall die in the flower of their age.
And just to let you know, like it might seem harsh with what the Lord doing when he say he will cut off your altar, he will shrink whatever you have, your possessions. That's how he feels when we betray him.
Right. Come on.
You understand? He feels that. You see, when Ezekiel didn't want to go do what he did, when he killed Ezekiel's wife, imagine somebody would murder your wife. How you would feel? It would grieve you, it would hurt you, you would want revenge.
Right.
That's how the Lord feels when we join Islam.
Right.
That's how the Lord feels when we say praise Jesus, talking about Caesar Borgia, the white man.
Right.
That's how the Lord feels when we join America. He feels hurt, he feels betrayed,
Right.
and he wants you to feel what he feels.
Right.
And he's serious about it. Go ahead, Al.
God. Verse 34. And this shall be a sign unto thee, that shall come upon thy two sons, on Hophni and Phinehas, and one day they shall die both of them. Verse 35. And I will rise me up a faithful priest, thou shalt do according to that which is in mine heart and in mine mind. And I will build him a sure house, and he shall walk before mine anointed forever.
All right. Imagine. Kazaka, Ahmad, present yourself.
Come on.
Left the street.
Kazak Ahmad ban Yahawada ban Yashala.
Kazaka,
Ahmad ban Yahawada ban Yashala.
Yahawah Shim Yahushua Barakatham.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham.
Oh, we gotta wait till he comes on.
Come on.
This is an old custom, as you all know. When you come before the priest, you have stated registry. In Israel, if you can't prove who your father is and you come before the altar of the Lord, you could get killed. Samuel could cut you into half. You understand? So this tradition we have here is the God in the altar. When he comes up, he says who he is. If he's a heathen, he's supposed to die for being in here. Right. Get the point? That's the tradition. We keep it. Not that we're going to murder anybody in here. The Lord, we don't have to do nothing. The Lord can just, give you a disease. Come on up.
Shabbat. Right, we have the one last chapter.
And it might sound extreme, but it's government.
Right.
If you walk up in the White House without having clearance, what would happen to you?
Right.
You go on Capitol Hill right now, and you pass one of them white shirt wearers, and they stop, identify yourself. What they gonna do if you don't stop? Shoot you, sir. Exactly. It happened to some sister a few years ago with her car. Right. They killed her with the baby in the back. Yep. And it was like, they could have had mercy. That's their laws of government. Right. There's laws of government in here too. That's right. Get the point? Go ahead.
Verse 36.
Where we at? Say it loud there.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 36. YAHANNA. Cow. Hanawat slaki. Hanawathar. Babayithka. Babayafka. Yab Waba. Kahash.
That's the next one.
Okay, come on. It's like right here. Lahashath. Kawath. Lawa. La'ana.
That's a God.
La'aga. Warath. Kasap. Waka. Kayar. Lakam. Wa'amawar. No. Wa'amar. Sapa. Sapkanya. Na'a. Allah. Al. Akath. Hakahan. Wath.
Right, the priesthood.
Kawakan.
The priesthood or the priest.
Kawakan. La'akia. La'akla. La'akal. Path. Lakam.
That was it. As you go through the Hebrew too, when you'll see the words to identify the kahan, like the la'akal is the bread. Like if you look at the last verse, it's talking about that he'll offer the priest offices. That's like a kahan wath, the priest offices that I may eat a piece of bread. That's the akal. So you will see the words. You'll get familiar with it after a while. Just pay attention to it. You'll start speaking Hebrew and you ain't going to even know.
Kawakan.
English now.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 36. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left in thine house shall come and crouch to him for a piece of silver and a morsel of bread, and shall say, put me, I pray thee, into one of the priest's offices, that I may eat a piece of bread.
Right. So the Lord's going to put a better man in the place. The Lord always has somebody as your replacement. And so he always has to be right? That imagine.
That's right, Levi. Right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Them ain't coronavirus lungs right there. That was healthy lungs right there. Good. Strong like a horse.
Face me.
Go good.
Right hand out. Right. Face congregation. All the way out.
Go good.
Go ahead.
La Yashala.
La Yasha.
La Yasha.
Go ahead.
Go good.
La Yashala means,
La Yasha means to Israel.
right? We always take a drink to Israel. Always remember that when you enjoy, you're having a good time, you're taking a drink. All the slaves, the prophets, and Yahushua who ain't here. The scriptures say he ain't taking a drink until he returns.
Go good.
Christ is a Judite, we enjoy a drink. When I say we, I mean Judah enjoys that drink. So imagine he said he ain't drinking until the return. So when we drink, we say to Israel, because there's men who can't drink because of the captivity we in. All right?
Go
Go ahead. Come on, go again. Be here for that. That's right. All right. Don't worry.
Man of Israel, gird your loins to salute the Torah.
No, we have to finish the prayer. We have to do the prayer. This is last.
Oh, come on, sir.
Come on.
Come on, sir.
No, you got to keep that up.
Okay, come good, sir.
All right. Imagine, Mr. Strand. One Panya Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. Let's say the prayers first in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayah. Kodash.
Ayah.
Shamka. Yahweh.
Malakavka.
Taba'ah.
Majazaka. Ayah. Baratazah. Kawa. Ayah. Bashamaya. Lanananawa. Lakam. Cow. Yawam.
Wasalakinawa.
Wasalakinawa.
Kamawakinawa.
Kamawakinawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kamawakinawa.
Kamawakinawa.
Wala'a.
Kabaayinawa.
Kabaayinawa. Manasaya one. Above. Kamashayinawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Kamalakwa. Wa'ala. Wahatapara. Lawalunium. Aman.
In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
We'll pray for the power. Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua. Babakashah. Natalanawa. Hakak. Larapa'ah. Kamagala. Wakamanawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatazaranyam. Hakak. Lahakwadam. Lahakmayam. Hamatyam. Hakak. Arakawat. Hatamala. Gashan. Yahushua. Tawada Aman.
In the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh.
Please.
Please.
Give us the power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
To cast them
In
out.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Blessings for Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
YAHANNA.
YAHANNA.
Wahabayat.
Wahabayat.
Sapayam.
Sapariya.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Tawada Amun.
Tawada Aman.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
The loved ones.
The loved
In
ones.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha.
Asha.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hayam.
Ahoyim.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Isaiah. Mayan.
Mayan.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Ayatan.
Ayatan.
Lamawat.
Yamawat.
Ragalka.
Wagalka.
Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazarka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawama. Yawamam.
Yawam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Lakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Bayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Bakarai.
Makarai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Atnapashka.
Avnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar Tazah.
Yashamar.
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 Tazaka.
Tazarka.
Waba Waka.
Wabawaka.
Mayetta.
Mayatha.
Wayad.
Wayat.
Awalum.
Awalam.
Amen.
Aman.
In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in,
and thy coming in,
from this time forth
for this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms chapter 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damaya Laka.
Al-Yahweh.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Zakarash.
Wa al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashkapat.
Al.
Al.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayab Yaka.
Awayab Yaka.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wama Shana Yaka.
Wamashayaka.
Nasha Wa.
Nashawa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Imaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Yarayam Wa.
Yarayama.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayata
Wayata.
Yatazawa.
Yatazawa.
Al-Tazapa.
Al-Tazapa.
One Yaka.
Wanyaka.
Amawa.
Amawarwa.
Nakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanaka Yadam.
Wanakakadam.
Magaya,
Magaya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yashala,
Sham Yashala,
Iwad,
Awad, Alat,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Na Watazawa,
Nawatazawa,
Lab,
Lab,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Yat,
Bayat,
Yakarawa,
Yakarwafa,
Ahalya,
Ahalia,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Yasha Mayala,
Wayasha,
Yum,
Yam,
Mawaba,
Mawaba,
Wahagaryam,
Wahakariam,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'imawam,
Wa'imawam,
Wa'imалak,
Wa'imалak,
Palashat,
Palashat,
Am Yeshabya,
Am Yeshabya,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamar Shawar,
Damashawa,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawai,
Sarawai,
Labanya Lawat,
Labanya Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha Laham,
Aisha Laham,
Kamad Yam,
Kamadia,
Kasaya Sarah,
Kasaya Sarah,
Kayabyan,
Kayabyan,
Banakam,
Banakam,
Payash One,
Payashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashadwa,
Bayan Dayara,
Bayandara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La'adama,
La'adama,
Shayat Amwa,
Shaya Amwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Yab,
Yab,
Mawa,
Mawa,
Kaira,
Kaira,
Wakazayabya,
Wakazayabya,
Wakazabak,
Wakazabak,
Wakatazab,
Wakatazab,
Manai,
Manai,
Kalnasa, Kal, Nasa,
Nasa,
Yakamwa,
Yakamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amara,
Naya Rasha,
Naya Rasha,
Lanawa,
Lanawa, Ah,
Naya Wat,
Naya Wat,
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagal Gala,
Kagalgala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Raka,
Napanya Raka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Tabai Ra Yara,
Tabaira Ya Ira,
Tabaira Yaira,
Tabaira Ya Ira,
Wa Kalaba,
Kalaba,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Harayam,
Harayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Taradama,
Taradama,
Basairaka,
Basaira,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapaka,
Wapaka,
Tabal Halam,
Taba'al Halam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panya Aham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Waya Bakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Waya Bahalwa,
Wayabawa,
Ayad,
Ayad,
Waya Kapawa,
Wayakapara,
Waya
Waya,
Abadwa,
Abadwa,
Waya Dawa,
Wayadawa,
Kayata,
Kayada,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Nabadka,
Nabaka,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Alkal,
Alka,
Alkaha,
Alkaha,
Aratazah,
Aratazah,
Aman.
Aman.
In English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people
against thy people
and consulted against
and consulted against
thine hidden ones.
thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come
come
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gebal
Yabal
and Ammon
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines
the Philistines
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher also is joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Selah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
and the brook of Kishon.
which perished at Endor,
We perished at Endor,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became the dust for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb
Make their nobles like Or
and like Zeeb.
and like Zahab.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Zebah
as
and
Sabbath,
as Almunah,
and as the moon,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh's possession.
O my power,
Oh my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as they stumble before the wind,
as the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with
that they
shame,
may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that they may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
I'll say the prayer for the Christians. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh
in the
Shai,
name of Yahweh,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us,
that speak against us.
thy prophets,
Thy
the
prophets,
teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite
the
brothers,
Israelite brothers,
and the school.
and the school.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the
to
heathen,
the heathen,
and shake loose
and shake loose
the treasure of the rich of Israel
the treasure of the riches of Israel
that refuse to give to the school.
that refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches
Force their riches
to enter into thy
to
sanctuary.
enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the Edomites,
to the Edomites,
and the nations,
and the nation,
and their drug
and
dealers,
their drug
the
dealers,
court
the
system,
court system,
the prison system,
the prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
Skinheads,
Skinhead,
Posse Comitazi,
Posse Comitazi,
the gay movement,
gay movement,
the lesbian movement,
lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA space program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Wall Street.
Wall Street,
Open up the internet
open up the internet
and the airwaves,
and the
the
airways,
cable access channels,
the cable access channel,
and the radio channels.
and the radio channel.
Convict the spirit
Convict the
of
spirit
any of thy people
of any of thy people
that seek to stop
and
us
seek to stop us
and bring swift
and
destruction
bring swift destruction
to all the heathen
to all the heathens
that stand in the way
that stand in the way
or try to stop
or
us
try to stop us
from broadcasting your words
from broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
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 Let loose all the plagues
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro
Cause them to go to and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and consume them.
and consume them.
Let the plagues shake
Let the plagues shake
the house of the thief
the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahushua,
Let your house shine.
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucers
come down with the fire sauce
and punish all the
and
heathens
punish all the heathen
that come up against us
that come up against us
as we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all
Cause it to be known by all
that it is the angels that had done it.
that it is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media
Cause it to be spread through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake up thy coming.
Cause it to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Yeah, say Saul, his turn. Oh, slack it. Stay in your positions. I will say the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Maka'ala.
Wa Ma'yahweh.
Wa Ala Hayam.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Zabia.
Wa Kazabit.
Al-Wap Yahanna.
Al-Wap Yahanna.
Al-Wapyam.
Ha Al-Wap.
Hasul Yamyam.
Ha-Suranyim.
Hakwatazamyam.
Ha-Kwakazanyim.
Hakwa ya Yamyam. Hakwa ya Yam. Hakaya Yamyam.
Ha-Kala-Yanyim.
Wa Hakwatyam.
Wa-Ha-Wathim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'Hashem.
Ba'Hashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Tawada.
Tawada.
Amen.
Amen.
The English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angel.
And the angel.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding Yahanna.
The general.
The general.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Saul, his turn. Sisters, you may have a seat. Man, Israel, prepare to salute the Torah. First, you learn to salute the Torah. You don't go around.
You go ahead. You the head first.
Come on. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
What we say is, Lord, bless us. Like, bless you, asking the Lord to bless you. That's the name of Yahushua.
Couple questions.
Yahweh Hashem Barak Yah.
Look,
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Yeah.
Bring him to this. Step to the side, brother.
On the
Put your
yes.
fist on this one.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Bahasham,
Ba'Hashem.
Yahushua,
Yahushua.
Barak,
Barak.
Yah.
Yah.
Good work. Go ahead, brother. Step aside.
Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua Barak Yam.
Good work.
Five on. You're going around. Follow the brother around the back. All right?
Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua Barak Yam.
That's right. Good job. Follow it on, huh?
Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua Barak Yam.
Okay.
Man, Israel, we'll do one prayer salute. Man, Israel, Amadu Shabbat. Amadu Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Ramatai. Saul, which means turn to face the sisters. Sisters, people rise. Amadu means to stand. We'll do one prayer salute to the sisters. Sisters, if you can stand, put your right hand over your left. Just like this. All right? Man of Israel, we'll do one prayer salute to the sisters. Man of Israel, Amadu Shabbat. Amadu Barak.
Yahweh Shema Hashem Yahushua.
You're going to repeat Yahweh. Shema. Al-Atah. Al-Athan. Salaki. Ba'Hashem. Yahushua. Yad Matah. Dismiss. Anybody who wants to get anointed? Come on, sir. Yeah, come on. If you want to get anointed, line up. Right. Turn it down, for sure. Yeah, the oil is in no, he's I think he has to stay in the middle, right? Oh, come on. He's gonna get the oil. No, the oil's right here, right there. Oh, God. Now let's put in this back. Yeah. Where the anointing prayer? It should be here, sir. It should be in the clipboard.
Barack, hand me the clipboard, please, sir.
Go.
Yeah, we're on that phone. We'll talk about it.
It's right here, sir.
Where is it?
No.
Give me the anointing prayer out here, brother, please. This here, what we doing is anointing Israel. This is a custom when you get your name. This is our tradition. Also, if you want to ask the Lord to heal you or bless you or give you strength, while we saying the prayer up here, you could be praying, asking, begging the Lord to give you strength and to heal you and whatever you need. All right.
Come.
Wanna get anointed? Bow your head. There's some napkins there too. Sometimes I've been known to be a little heavy on the oil, so don't be angry with me if get your double anointing. All right? Once you get it, just go around to the back. All right. Right here, bring a napkin for this brother. You might fall on your clothes, all right? You don't sweat, brother. All right. That's it. We got a napkin for this bro. Real quick, right? Give me that one right there. Right there. Give me that one right there. So what? All right. One of the priests up here is gonna say this prayer. Once we point to you, you're gonna say your name 3 times, all right?
Go.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Wayashamarka.
Wayashamarka.
Ya Yahweh.
Ya Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Al-Yaka.
Al-Yaka.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yasha Yahweh.
Yasha Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Al-Yaka.
Al-Yaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahasham.
Bahasham.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magad.
Magad.
Hagan.
Hagan.
Barak.
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 Matthew.
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 Omar.
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 Dawada.
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 Bakwashia.
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 Bakwashia. Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
Tawada Aman.
Tawada Aman.
What we just said was, Yahweh, bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh, make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh, lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, and protect all of y'all in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, and so be it. In the English, all right? Good job.
All right. Sisters, if you want to get anointed also, you can come and line up, brother, step back.
Yeah, you'll just get them the same area right here. Go ahead, I'm trying.
Come, sir.
Go around to the front. Go around to the front. Go around to the front. Go around, hurry up. Make it very...
Yes.
Yeah, you can do the baby too. You just say her name for her, all right?
Okay.
If you want, they could do after if you want to.
Okay, come, okay.
Or you can do it right there. She can stay right there. Or she could, you want to go in, so go in front of the young girl. Right? Sister, hold up. Put her in front of you. Put her in front of you. Let's help her out, all right? You good? Come on, cousin. Come on, cousin. She good. She stay right there. Stay right there, mama. Slide down the little. What you did, your feet on the wall, huh? Walk down, mama.
Okay.
Walk
This
down.
way.
She looking like, yo, ain't telling us shit. Today. What you mean walk down? What? Talking that strange Mickey Mouse line. What's that? Good. When we point to you, you just say your name. Say it each time you point to him, and you can pray now and ask the Lord, to give you what, to help. Don't pray for what you want. Don't be Christian about the shit.
Right.
Ask the Lord, to help you get strong in the truth and help us become a nation. You know what I mean?
Right.
What did the priest up here say this? Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Waya Shamarka.
Waya Shamarka.
Ya Yahweh.
Ya Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Al-Yaka.
Al-Yaka.
Waya Kanka.
Waya Kanka.
Yasha Yahweh.
Yasha Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Al-Yaka.
Al-Yaka.
Waya Shamlaka.
Waya Shamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahasham.
Bahasham.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
Kalesi.
Kalesi. Kalesi. Dene. Nakaya.
She can say it. Make her say it. She ain't gonna say it.
Say Nakaya.
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 Diana.
Olivia.
Alma. Bahasham Yahushai. Tawada Aman. Again, in the English, what we said was, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, bless, heal, and shield and protect you all. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, and so be it. All right.
That concludes the Sabbath service for today.
Most High in Christ.
Can we go back to our seats?
If you want to sit down. How you feeling? Good. Need to go to the bathroom?
Barak, question, remember we talked about?
Do that as far as I know.
Yes.
Come on, go. Slide down.
Let's put it on nowadays.
Come on, go.
Come on.
Yeah, don't worry about the chairs, but in terms of the table, yes.
If anybody needs envelopes, just call out the dollar, right?
Come on, go.
Right? Let's look around and see if anybody needs envelopes. Any donation on tithes, just give it to the dollar, right?
Come on, go.
I ain't sure no quit. I'm in the city. I'm about to sit. To put you see in the clip.
Since you need a pen?
My life is up. I'm buying work. Nigga like, all choose my thing. It was time to start. Another place for my hand to lay. They want it broke. I'm about to give it to them. Came up with a boss bitch. Shit, I said,